And offering free quotes. Visit us at McMinnvilleMoving.com today. McMinnville Moving and Storage. Moving your past to your future.
From the WBMC studio in McMinnville, Tennessee, you're listening to Town Talk with your host, Raven Young.
Good morning. Welcome to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here with us today and getting your morning started. My name's Raven Young. We have Abby Myers.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Always.
We are excited to have all of our listeners here with us today on this beautiful Thursday.
Yes. Cloudy
Cloudy.
Thursday, but I think it's gonna
And foggy.
Yes.
It was very foggy this
Very
morning.
foggy.
And I believe it's going to rain. But you know what? It can still be a beautiful day.
Were you in town last night at about 6:40 or 6:30, 6:40?
When the sky fell out?
Yes, and
Yeah.
none of the lights were working.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I was still here at the
Yeah.
radio station. We did not lose power at all here.
wow.
My building didn't. So I don't think downtown
Yeah.
lost power.
Yeah.
But I did see where a lot of people were saying like strips out again, lots of restaurants down there, a lot of people without power, things like that.
This street light was out, and all the way home for me to get to Morrison, all of them were
Wow.
out.
Like
Mhm.
the red lights?
Yes, red light. There was
Okay.
no light on at all. So,
Wow.
mhm.
When did you go home?
I
About that
was
time?
heading home at 6:30.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know how long it was out for total. I don't think it was too terribly long, but I think I saw on Facebook somewhere that it was lightning maybe struck a transformer or something like that. Something got hit,
Okay.
and then they got it all powered back
I think
up.
the
So-
power went out in Walmart.
the other day it did. Did it yesterday too?
I think it did yesterday too.
Oh, okay. That would be like terrifying.
That would do it for me.
Yeah,
because that I'd be like, okay, the world's ending.
Yeah.
The power went out in
I was gonna
Walmart.
say, that's about what it would feel
I
like.
think that's how everyone was reacting to.
Mhm. Well, yeah, because you watch all those end of the world movies and everybody's
Oh,
like
yeah.
grabbing and running
Yes.
and grabbing everything, and I feel like that's what
Mhm.
Walmart would feel like.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to be a beautiful day regardless of the rain
Yeah.
or whatever. You know, I'm just excited to be here again and wake up another day.
That's right.
Thankful for it every day.
Mhm.
So. We've got a great show coming up for our listeners today, though. We are going to have Tim Hitchcock on with us a little later in the show from Hey Hey Hitchcock. So,
Mhm.
do you know Tim? Have you met Tim?
I'm sure I've met him
Yeah.
before, but
Okay.
I don't know him.
He's super
person.
interesting.
Okay,
Yeah, and if you
cool.
don't already watch Hey Hey Hitchcock or listen to it on the
Mhm.
radios, it plays Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:00.
Okay.
So good show. He has a lot of interesting stuff, but we'll be able to talk to him a little bit today and
Awesome.
have him on Town Talk. So looking forward to it. But we have a whole lot of other stuff coming up for all of our listeners. We do also need to say thank you to Security Federal Savings Bank for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. Sabrina Keaton and the lending team at Security Federal Savings Bank can help turn your life goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing a home or just debt consolidation, Security Federal Savings Bank will keep it simple. Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Thank you, Security Federal, for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. We sure do appreciate you and everything that you do for our community. And Abby, so you had classes yesterday, but
I did.
Did you do anything else fun?
Not really. I went home and did some laundry and put my dishes up. My laundry was piled. I went to Walmart,
Yeah.
not during the power outage. I
Okay.
went after here. And then I went and did my 2 afternoon classes. So
Okay.
I met with my Cookville partner and
Oh,
we
yeah.
discussed some stuff because we were going to open about our August 1st is our.
Oh, man, that's going to be here before we know
Yes,
it.
I know.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. What's your max class that you've done in a day? Like, how many classes have you done?
The max that I've done,
Uh-huh.
I've taught all 4 one time.
Oh,
hmm
my gosh.
So I did 2 in the morning and then I turned
Uh-huh.
around and did 2 in the afternoon.
Were you just dead?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That is insane.
I probably chose to teach 1 from the floor.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I did teach 3 bikes on Thanksgiving my first year open and I was like, never doing that
Yeah.
again.
Do you ever get sore from
I get
classes
sore
anymore?
from bar,
Okay.
but I don't get sore from
For
bike
bike anymore. Yeah.
Pretty much just cardio for me in that one.
Yeah.
But no, bar, I definitely.
Yeah.
It'll sneak up on me.
Well, and it works so many different muscles that you didn't even know you have.
Exactly. I probably don't get as sore as some of the clients do.
Yeah, me.
But but I get pretty sore.
Yeah.
So
I need to. I didn't exercise yesterday, but I feel like I did.
all the walk.
Well, I was working. We're currently building some of our fireplace mantles for our apartments, and so we were in our warehouse yesterday building some of those. So I'm cutting. I'm having to squat, and I'm moving trim pieces and all the stuff yesterday. And man, my legs are sore today.
I'm sure it's a workout.
So I didn't really work out, but I still kind of got to work out.
Got to work out again.
So I think that would classify for my exercise.
Oh,
for
I
the day.
classify working on the studio as an exercise. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, my face was as red as it was when I generally leave bike class. So, it was hot yesterday.
It was hot yesterday.
And the warehouse does not have air conditioning. So,
oh, gosh.
It's just, we get big fans and it does help blow and circulate some air. So it's not terrible. But yeah, it's, so anybody ever needs a workout, just go work outside. Yep. Do some hard labor. Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, though, we have the news from the Main Street Journal, so everybody stick with us.
I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said.
Hello, this is Devonia King with NHC Home Care. We are celebrating 54 years of compassionate care. Yes, that's right. This July marks 54 years of NHC Home Care serving families with love, dedication, and excellence in home health care. Since 1971, we've grown together, we've supported one another, and made meaningful differences in the lives of those we serve. To our patients, families, caregivers, and to our community, thank you for trusting us for over 5 decades. We are proud to continue the journey with you. Here's to the next chapter of care, compassion, and commitment.
Getting a loan can sometimes be confusing and intimidating. You may have questions before you make the decision to borrow money. If you need help with a car, home, or personal loan, I'd be glad to talk it over with you. Come by and see me, Meredith Woodley, or any of our lending team. At Security Federal Savings Bank, we look forward to helping you find the answers you need to feel at ease with your next purchase. That's Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Considering that new Ford vehicle? Now is the time. Don't delay. And at Rogers Valley Ford, save now with the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event before the tariffs hit. Swing by and take a test drive this week. And Rogers has a full lineup of inventory. What's your favorite? Mustangs? A Ford Bronco? At Rogers Valley Ford can put you inside your new Ford F-150, Ford Mavericks, in stock and ready for your garage. Now is the best time to buy with Ford Employee Pricing. Plus, buy now before the tariffs begin. Every vehicle is tariff-free with Ford Motor Company Employee Pricing. You don't want to wait any longer. See the Ford of your choice this week and take a test drive. 111 Auto Lane, Sparta, just off Highway 111. Or see the current in-stock inventory at RogersValleyFord.com. Save now on the new car, truck, or SUV you need before the tariffs. From Ed Rogers Valley Ford, 30 years serving the Upper Cumberland with that friendly hometown feel.
National and everything in between. Here's the news.
Good morning. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here today. It is time for Main Street Journal News, part of our show. We do this every morning, and it is sponsored by the Main Street Journal. If you do not already subscribe, head on over to www.mainstreetjournal.llc and click that subscribe button. And all of the information will be brought right to your inbox there every time we get a new story, or you can find all of the information there on the website. So really handy to have a subscription to the Main Street Journal.
Yes.
But one of the stories, I think there's a couple of crime stories on this morning.
There's a few crime.
Yeah, so Rob Nunley seems like he has been hard at work.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You want to start?
Yeah. So the title is Ex-County Employee Charged with a Pair of Felonies. So Mathis Lane Whitlock, 27, a former Warren County maintenance employee, is facing felony charges. He's accused of helping smuggle methamphetamine into the Warren County jail. Investigators say Whitlock let known drug trafficker Travis Moore deliver a bag to inmate Joshua Russell during a work assignment outside the jail. The bag allegedly contained around 7 grams of meth. I don't even know how much that is.
I know, I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, Google it. Russell is accused of sneaking the drugs into the jail and working with Terry McNeil and Emmanuel Lopez to distribute it inside. Whitlock turned himself in July 8th and was released on a $20,000 bond within 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. He's charged with manufacturing, delivery, sale, or possession of meth, which is a Class B felony.
Mm-hmm.
Introduction of illegal drugs into a penal institution, Class C felony.
I really shouldn't have just Googled what I Googled.
Yeah, I know your FBI agent's going to be on your case. So obviously Whitlock is no longer working for the county and is scheduled for arraignment on July 15th. Travis Moore was also arrested and charged in connection with the case. Oh, no, I'm scared.
So first I Googled how much is 7 grams of meth. And the first one that comes up is, how much does it cost? That's not really quite what I was going for. So then I typed in, how much is 7 grams of meth in size? And it gives me information on the size of illegal substances cannot be provided as it is associated with dangerous activities.
Oh, no, you're going to get flagged.
The size of 7 grams, once again, is...
I mean, it's small.
More than 6, but less than 8 grams.
In size, like
proportion.
It depends on how they're distributing it.
Okay.
And I also don't understand, like...
I should not have Googled
how do you
that.
get money when you're distributing drugs in jail? Like, do they earn money, or how do they pay back their...
like family members or it's people that know them can put money on their account. And
on their account, but they can't use it to...
That's not something that can be taken out.
They can be tangible. Mm-hmm. Then I have no idea.
I mean, it's like, buy me a bag of chips.
I don't know.
You're sure.
I don't have
I've seen Orange is the New Black, but that's about all
If you've seen Orange is the New Black, then I think you know.
I do. I mean, that's pretty much all it was.
Okay.
Like, I get your lunch and...
Or, I'm talking about from the guards. What do the guards ask for in that show?
Yeah.
I don't know that was the case in this case.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they can ask somebody. It's like, hey, like, I owe this dude money. Can you pay him?
Right. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So Google did not help me at all in the size of that amount. I don't know if it's the size
you've
of
seen
a quarter.
Breaking Bad, right?
I have not.
What? Abby, you've seen Breaking Bad.
I haven't. I know. I've started it and I didn't finish.
Well, I hope you'll have a free weekend. You just have to.
I don't think we can finish it in a weekend.
Yes, you can. It's easy.
It's got a ton of episodes.
Yeah, it was.
It's
on
only
for a
got
while.
6 seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's about 10 episodes per season.
Are we just not sleeping at all this weekend?
It's called Adderall.
Oh, yeah.
To watch.
Connor, you're a bad influence.
Or what is it?
Well, I mean, we know if you want meth, just go to the jail.
Well, you know, I think that...
Well, I'm not on the prowl for it, so
Yeah.
I'll stay away.
I think meth is probably a very bad choice of drugs to do, along
Unless
with
you're
all the
trying to
other
watch
drugs.
all the seasons of Breaking Bad. And
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But, Abby, there's probably additional to that story.
Yes.
If you want to read further. but keeping updated a little bit there. And then I believe the one that I have also ties into yours. So you had someone named Moore that was involved in that as well. So the Westwood raid results in multiple drug charges, and Moore was booked on 10 different counts in the latest arrest. So Travis Lee Moore. Oh, that's a different person. Did you say, what was the name of the?
I'll tell you.
Was it Travis in yours?
No,
I thought it was Josh.
No,
Travis Moore.
Oh, Trashua. Okay.
Trashua. Oh, not quite.
Oh,
Trashua.
jeez. Travis, I'm so sorry. My brain is just mixing things up.
Is it the same guy?
It is the same guy.
Cool.
So Travis Lee Moore, a man with a history of criminal charges, added 10 new charges after a police raid. And the initial police visit, officers went to Moore's Westwood home to serve an unrelated outstanding warrant. And the deputies observed items suggesting illegal drug activity and secured the scene. Okay. So a search warrant was executed. There were several pounds of marijuana, 15 grams of methamphetamine, mushrooms and pills, drug paraphernalia, and a pink .22 caliber rifle.
Wow, so you're one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we were talking about this yesterday.
Okay.
Not this show, but outside conversation. If you know you have a warrant and you're still deciding
maybe you should make better
sell,
decisions in life.
Illegal narcotics. Listen, don't keep them in the same place in which you reside.
Oh my gosh.
That's a horrible idea.
You know what, though? I think we should really be encouraging people to not just do drugs or sell drugs in the first place, Connor, not just to hide them better.
No, they should hide them better. What I'm saying is so if you're going to be doing that, go find a secondary location.
Okay.
Like
Connor, are you outing?
Or turn your life around and be a better human being.
I vote with Raven on that one.
I don't. So, I know you're taking the easy way and selling, but do a little bit of physical labor. Dig a hole, make a box, plant some flowers on top.
Oh, okay.
And so that way your main stash is under there. You want to waterproof something.
Well, then you're digging it up and down every time you need to distribute.
Yeah, but that's much better than
going to jail on 10 additional counts
than what distribution charges.
Well, so the charges are 2 counts of manufacture, sale, possession of methamphetamine, manufacture, sale, possession of Schedule 1 and 2 substances, introductions of drugs into a correctional institution because he was a part of the other story that we just read, unlawful possession of a weapon during a felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, and 2 counts of simple possession. So he definitely racked them up. He, of course, was arrested, remains in Warren County Jail. Bond was set at $130,000.
Wow.
And court is scheduled for next Tuesday.
Does it say how old this guy is up there anywhere?
It does not.
Okay.
Obviously, I think he knew he was going to be in there a while, hence why the fact he had someone smuggling meth for him.
Yeah, it does not state how old he is, so can't help you out there. Which he, I don't know, he could be in his 20s.
Which, that being said, by the way.
Him.
Okay.
So
I know a Travis Moore, and I was making sure it wasn't.
And not the one you know? Okay.
Are you talking about the one you get all your protein powder and pre-workout from, Abby?
No. I don't know. I don't have a source for that.
You don't have a dealer on that?
You don't have somebody who comes by and it's just like, yeah, can I get that protein powder and
Are you saying I look like
pre-workout?
I drink protein powder? That's a compliment.
No, I'm just insinuating that you're saying that, and it's just
I am drinking
the dealer every time.
No,
like,
I knew what you meant.
I'm drinking a protein shake at the moment. Protein's pretty good for you in moderation.
We're just all the protein.
Not
and then you'll look
too
like
much
Mark Mabry.
protein. Too much protein actually can be really bad for your kidneys. Did you know that?
No, but did you tell Mark that?
No, but he might be listening, so maybe he knows now. Well, so the Main Street Journal, lots and lots of information about things that are going on in Warren County there. There are also some really great stories. It's not all drugs and bad stuff, people breaking the law.
Yeah, but that's fun.
Well, there
to
is
read.
stuff about the upcoming football schedule. You know, if we need
4
some
home games.
So, isn't that crazy?
I feel like there's been a lot more in the past.
Yeah,
Only 4
4
home games.
Does it say how many games they have total? I know y'all talked about it briefly on Sports.
We
Authority.
mainly just talked about the home games.
Yeah.
I don't. It does say how many there are in total.
Did
but
they?
Okay,
They didn't agree with that either, did they?
They play 10 regular season football games, so 4 will be home and 6 will be away. That's crazy.
I mean, that means even one of them is homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically,
And
you've
one
got
of them's
3.
senior night.
Yeah. So technically, you've got 3 and 1 that's homecoming.
Yeah.
It would be really funny if they were all in August.
No, that'd be so
That's
mean.
not even possible to happen. Okay, here's the football schedule. August 22nd is a home game, 29th away, September 5th away, September 12th away, September 19th is home, September 26th at Stone Memorial away, October 3rd home, 17th away, 24th home, and 31st away. So 4 home games.
Wow.
So home games are the August 22nd, September 19th, October 3rd, and October 24th.
I feel like we never traveled to the away games as much.
No.
That's way. I feel like
Yeah.
that was not how it used to be. Like we had
Mm-mm.
way more home games than 4.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Because Friday nights at Nunley Stadium is like,
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know, just the energy that you
Mhm.
get from it. It's so nostalgic.
I
But
technically haven't been since high school.
well, I
but
hadn't either.
it's
But
still
still,
nice.
I remember it.
Yeah,
you
being
know?
in the student section.
I just remember having to play my instrument during all those games.
Oh, were you in band?
I was in band.
Oh, Counter was a band kid.
Um,
I always enjoyed the band during football
I
games.
did too.
The drum line and everything.
Yeah.
They were
What
always
was
so
your
much fun.
What was your instrument?
alto saxophone.
Oh.
Yeah, that clocks.
Loud, abrasive, and annoying, just like me.
I just loved the person that was up top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the drum major.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it was a girl when I was there, and she
Yeah.
got so into it. It was
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah, we had Kimberly Phillips, and then I can't remember who it was.
There you go. Shout out, you made the football games.
Yeah, definitely.
Because as much as I love our team, you know,
Yeah. Just the atmosphere was the fun part of it, though.
my sister said you can't have football without the band,
Right.
and you can't.
No, it's not possible.
The NFL does pretty well.
Yeah, but that's really different.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
just said
And you
football,
know
not high
what?
school athletics.
I prefer college football. I don't really care for NFL.
See, I prefer
and
NFL.
college still has the band.
Mm-hmm. College does have band. And I don't know. I've just never been a super big college football fan, I guess. So I know that's super controversial in Tennessee.
Yeah, you
where
gotta be
a Vols fan, I guess. but
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just kind of indifferent to it, but
Drew Walker said I was not a fan of the band when they would play Freebird while we were getting drilled.
Hey, don't worry, Drew. When I was there, we were pretty true to the form. If we were doing bad, we did the "We Suck" chant. And then Farnham would get very mad at us.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I really love high school football and the band. It's all great, but I'm also this is probably a hot take to do with college football. The people that let college football control their schedule, like especially, I mean, obviously during football season during the fall, is mind-boggling to me.
They do though. That is their love.
They will not go do anything else when there's a football game on. Like,
Oh yeah.
it blows my mind.
And they get serious. The
Yeah, but
yelling.
think about how much money is on the line
the
for them.
betting.
No, a lot of these people are people that I know that are not betting.
Not
See,
betting.
I do like if I can get tickets to a UT game.
Yeah.
And
That's
go,
one thing.
Oh
no, you're
my
just watching it on
gosh.
TV at
yeah,
home.
No, I mean I'll miss it at home. It's
Yeah, I
not a
don't-
big deal.
You can watch the replay.
But then I do love to go with friends and sit at like a
Yeah.
restaurant and watch one because
Yeah.
then we're chatting.
But are
and
you
we're having
choosing
fun.
to do that over going to go to a wedding or
No.
go to another big
No.
event?
I would.
You're choosing.
I wouldn't pick it over it. If the offer was there, I would go.
Right.
I would choose to
1000%.
go to a strip club versus a wedding. Like, there's so many other events I would go to other than a wedding.
I love a wedding.
I do too.
Drew Vaughn
Unless
says
it's
you
got
don't-
a free bar.
You don't get married in the fall. My sister got married in the fall.
I did.
And
I got married September 26th.
she had the TV.
Did Cody have
'cause
the game on?
Yep.
On his phone?
She got married.
Oh, no, Cody didn't, but
the third Saturday in October, which is the
Yeah.
Alabama game.
Mhm.
And so she they watched it at hers and they had it on TV.
we got married when Tennessee and Florida played.
There was a
And-
game on for mine, but I guess it wasn't as serious of a game.
Yeah, I had Tampa, Florida people in my wedding and at my wedding, and there were multiple iPads and phones all the way around the reception watching the football game.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's a serious thing, but I don't get it.
My sister's
hot take, I know.
She's a big football woman.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick break. That is your news sponsored by the Main Street Journal. You can always head on over to www.mainstreetjournal.llc. Click that subscribe button, and you can read the articles that we discussed in its entirety, because we do leave things out to, leave things to your imagination. So head on over to the Journal, and we'll be right back.
Rumor has it she ain't got your love anymore. Rumor has it.
Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
As business owners, we understand the importance of attracting and retaining top talent.
Offering a comprehensive retirement plan can make all the difference for your employees.
You're not just creating a plan, you're giving your team the tools to secure their future.
A retirement plan not only strengthens your team, but also shows your commitment to their long-term success.
At Pure Wealth Partners, we're fiduciaries, which means we prioritize your best interest.
We'll sit down with you to craft a tailored retirement plan that meets your company's unique needs.
Located right here in McMinnville, we're committed to our community.
No 800 numbers here. Call us directly at 931-507-7873.
Or visit purewealthpartners.com. Pure Wealth Partners, your local partner in financial success. Securities and Retirement Plan Consulting Program advisory services offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Private Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Private Advisor Group and Pure Wealth Partners are separate entities from LPL Financial.
When you join Durham School Services, you'll embark on a rewarding journey, developing connections with students as part of a community that feels like family. You'll have flexible hours, competitive pay, and a career that has a positive impact on the well-being and future of students. Durham School Services has immediate opportunities for school bus drivers. Want more information? Text JOBS to 63552 or visit careers.nellc.com. It's all about the journey, theirs and yours.
Conquerors are made of different stuff. When the waves come crashing down, they beg for more. When the drop-off sinks beneath them, they grit their teeth and dive head first. And when others quiver, conquerors stare thrills in the face with steely eyes of determination. Smoky Mountain Water Park, Sevierville, Tennessee. Conquer the mountain. Season passes available at SmokyMountainWaterPark.com.
Hey, this is Kevel from the Cafe at Tree City, your local stop for great coffee and good vibes. We're open every day from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., serving up classic lattes, bold espressos, icy frappuccinos, and refreshing cold brews. Order ahead for quick pickup or curbside delivery. And don't forget our fresh breakfast treats. Start your day with us, the Cafe, located inside the lobby of the Inn at Tree City. Freshly brewed, boldly crafted, just for you.
Here this morning. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. There was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road.
The best way to start your day. Kiva Starkey reporting live from the Safley Hollow Weather Center.
Is Miss Kava on the phone?
I never get a call.
Oh.
no.
Okay. Wonder if our phones are having a hard time. Let's see. Okay. How about we just try to call her from my phone? How about that?
That works. Or I can try to give her a call from.
Okay. Do you have the
this
number? Or
main
do
line.
you need me to send it to you?
Just go ahead and send it to me, and I'll, if I can't find it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to say it live on air for everybody to have Miss Kava's phone number.
Call. Yeah.
But give me
She's
one.
got enough on her plate. She don't need her fans calling.
Yeah, definitely not. I realized that, the light's not blinking there. So I'm texting it to you now, Connor, and you can try to call Miss Kava. Because I didn't get a text or anything from her saying that anything is wrong. So hopefully Miss Kava is okay and can give us our weather update. Because I know that we're looking forward to hopefully having Main Street Live tomorrow night. But there's a lot of rain in the projected forecast over the next 10 days. There's a chance of rain every single day.
All right, it's not letting me call out.
Oh, cool. So it's our phone. Okay. I'm going to call Miss Kava then on the cell phone.
I know. I looked and I was like, man, there is rain.
Every single
day.
Yeah.
I'm like, the farm is just getting a little bit too much.
It hasn't been too terrible, though, because it has been, it's not been constant all day long.
No, but they can't work.
Right.
When it's just wet outside. But I feel like it has been holding off till later in the afternoon, which is nice.
Okay.
We're giving Miss Kava a call now. It must be our phones. So we'll see if she picks up. I know she's probably wondering what's wrong with our phones.
We sure do want to talk to you. I'm going to put you on speakerphone real quick, though. Hold on just 1 second, okay? All right. Can you hear me now, Miss Kava? Yeah. Okay. We need to turn that.
Kept giving a busy signal.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the phones, but, we're
I'll
going to
be contacting Micah here in just a second.
we're going to do this old-fashioned way, though, and phone to speakerphone.
Yeah. Yeah, it kept giving a busy signal. And I thought, well, they don't want to talk.
Oh, I promise. We absolutely do.
We were wondering.
Yeah, Connor played your music, and then I looked over, and I was like, there's no light flashing. Where's Miss Kava?
Yeah, I dialed it about 5 or 6 times, and it kept giving a busy signal.
Okay, well, you know what? The old-fashioned way works, so here we are.
Yeah, we're here.
Did you get your grocery shopping done yesterday?
Yes, I did.
I did mine too.
Okay.
And by the time I got them unloaded, there was sweat running down.
Oh, I believe it.
I bet.
Yeah. It was.
Did you go see our fine friends at Superama down the street from us?
No, I didn't go see them yesterday, but I'll probably go up there Saturday.
Okay.
I usually go once a week.
Right, yep.
See them.
And I say they're probably missing your visit.
Yeah, I'll go up there and see them. But I had a doctor's appointment before I got the groceries, so
it kind of cut into your schedule.
Yeah. So, but I'll go up by there Saturday and pick on them.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Kava, do you have anything weather related for us? Because I think we have a lot of rain coming.
Well, it's not that much, 30 to 40%.
Okay.
Not just a pop-up shower. But this is yesterday was the 23rd day that we've had over 90 this year.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay. Is that abnormal or is that pretty much on par?
Well, I think that's about normal.
Okay.
For here.
Okay.
But our high yesterday was 91. Last year on today, it was 87. 2 years ago, it was 84. 3 years ago, it was 85. And our low this morning was 68.
Okay.
And you want to guess the one?
Is it just the rain?
Y'all have to get good at this.
I'm going to have to try. I know that in town, the sky opened up. I mean, power lines, or I don't know how to, street lights, but it's not really street lights.
The red lights.
Red lights. Those were all out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess Is it 0.5?
Okay, I'm going to guess 0.7.
Well, out here we had 0.29.
Well, way off.
But at the airport they had 0.54. So
Hey.
Abby got closest.
There we go.
Abby was closest without going over, so Abby
Yeah.
wins.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll have a talk to Justin and he'll tell her how to guess.
Okay.
Because Jeff would send in his guess on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then Justin would say, lower.
Okay. So he was right every single time, regardless.
Yeah.
See, I did that
Yeah,
straight.
usually he was.
I'm just so smart. I pulled that straight from my memory.
Yeah.
From my brain.
Good job.
You're getting better.
There we go.
Better at it.
Yeah.
I gotta make up somehow.
Yeah, Raven's not getting better, but
You'll have to put your a rain gauge out up there today.
Yeah, we need one on like the
station.
roof of the radio station
Yeah.
or something. That would be convenient.
Connor needs to start guessing too,
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to be in that.
so I
with
can
us.
beat him.
Well, he's not even fussing with us.
I know.
No.
I'm just waiting for them to slip up, Miss
Probably
Kiva.
trying to fix
Oh.
the phone.
I did actually. Micah said that he's about to get to the office to work on that.
I was getting that static.
Uh-huh.
So last night when I started the church, I was going to listen at it on my way down to church.
Uh-huh.
And on my car radio, it was just static.
Huh.
Where the replay was going on.
Well,
on the FM.
I know it was working because I listened to the replay on my radio. So I wonder if it might be something. I mean, maybe out your direction or with like the signal or something. Maybe.
Well, did you listen to the FM?
I did. Yeah. I don't even know how to turn my car radio on AM, honestly. But yes, so it was FM.
Well, I had it on I've got it programmed on the FM.
Yeah.
And I turned it on, and it was that static, on the way to
Weird.
church.
Yeah, because we had some people yesterday. I know when you told us that you were having static on the radio yesterday, some others commented on the feed, and theirs was normal. So I almost wonder if it's something to do with the direction of it, and maybe we need to check the signal strength or something. So we'll look into that for you, though.
Yeah, well, when I was going to listen to the replay on my way to church, because Wednesday night it'll be playing it whenever I'm on my way to church.
Yeah.
And I turned it on, and it was that static. So I don't know.
Yeah. Weird.
Maybe it's me. Maybe the static is following me around.
I don't know. We'll try to get it fixed for you, though, because, Miss Kiva is our number one fan.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've got to have it set just right.
Well, this morning I still couldn't. I couldn't locate the. I was having trouble reprogramming my radio, but on the 960 I could hear y'all on it pretty good.
All right.
And I turned my computer on, and that way I could see, what y'all were saying and everything.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Kiva, have you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, I guess that's enough.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for the phone troubles, but I appreciate you answering my phone call so we could talk to you still.
Well, I saw where I had my computer on. It said
Okay,
you
so
were
you could see where we were talking. Good.
Yeah, I had my computer on, and I could tell what y'all were saying, and that you were gonna call my other phone. So
okay,
I just quit trying then and let my cell phone ring.
Okay. Well, we will talk to you tomorrow then, Miss Kiva. We appreciate you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we have so much more Town Talk coming up for all of our listeners. Thank you, Miss Kiva, for taking our call this morning. We appreciate her And, being flexible every single day. However we
Yep.
got to talk to her, she makes it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be right back after this break. Stick with us.
Hi, we're your weather girls. And have we got news for you? You better listen. Get ready, all you lonely girls, and leave those umbrellas at home. All right. It's rising.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension Care Teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, or Will Smith? None other than 3 Star Cinema. Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG. Jurassic World Rebirth, rated PG-13. Megan 2.0, rated PG-13. F1 the Movie, rated PG-13. Elio, rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best nursing home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
Oh, why won't this work? Don't lose your cool. Call Black's Heating and Air for a preseason check-in service on your central air conditioning system. It can increase the life and dependability of your unit while reducing the chances of a very sticky situation. Unbelievable! Get that air conditioner checked now.
This is Benny Black. And this is Seth Black with Black's Heating and Air. Call today, 931-668-0785.
Benny's slogan at Black's Heating and Air is, once you've had Black, you won't go back.
Mention this ad and you can get a discount.
Talk Radio, WBMC, and translator W249DQ McMinnville, WBMC.
Good morning. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks to all of our listeners for being here with us today on your favorite morning talk show. We appreciate you tuning in to WBMC Town Talk every single day from 7 to 9. Thanks to all of our listeners.
Yes.
And Connor, this is the segment of our show on Thursdays where Connor surprises us with something. So let's see what Connor's come up with for us today.
That's lovely.
What you got, Connor?
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Oh.
So I was reading a story the other day
Mm-hmm.
about a police chief who is the police people's boss, right?
Okay.
Right.
Police people, police officers.
Yeah, that's whatever. So
Give them a little bit of, appreciation.
yeah, there you go. So this man, as police chief in New Jersey.
Okay. Not here because our local police chief, Nicole Mosley, is incredible. She's a great person.
Yes.
So not McMinnville.
Not McMinnville, New Jersey.
'Kay.
Terrible place anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Had a interesting way to run the police department.
Okay.
He did several things. Terrible, terrible things. Some of which I want to read off.
Oh, okay.
I want you to tell me if that makes him a horrible boss or a good boss.
Or a horrible person?
Yeah, or a horrible person in
Okay.
general.
All right.
All right, the first one. Spiking the office coffee pot with Adderall and Viagra.
Oh, that's really bad.
What?
I think that's probably
Is this
illegal.
real?
Oh, it's definitely illegal.
Did that? Yeah. Is this real?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Horrible
That's
and illegal.
Yeah, that's bad.
The next one is defecating on the office floor.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is an actual police chief. I'm not
Yes,
joking. I'll
this
send you all
is-
the article afterwards. He does a lot of things I can't even read.
Awful.
When?
How is he still allowed to be the chief? Was he like
he's
doing
not.
it?
He's not.
But was he
He's-
doing this without them like pinpointing who was doing it?
They all knew. They just could. They didn't know how to do anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the police chief. He's in charge.
Um,
When did this happen?
The story came out March 26th of this year.
Wow.
Shaving his body hair on another officer's desk.
These are really bad. These are.
What would even? Why are you even shaving at work?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the funniest thing I've ever read.
Connor's like, yeah, as HR, I'd let that pass for sure.
If I was HR, as long as he didn't do any of that next to my office, I don't care.
And this is
Okay.
why HR
Is Connor?
is Connor.
I don't know about that.
And the last one I can read from him
Okay.
is stabbing another male officer with a hypodermic needle in the crotch.
What?
Oh. Okay. Was this guy like mentally unstable? Obviously, but like, has he been diagnosed with anything? Did he have a mental breakdown or something?
I have no
Like,
idea, but apparently this has been going on for a long time.
How does? Oh my gosh.
So we all know that person, horrible boss.
Horrible boss.
No one likes to be stabbed in the crotch with a needle.
Yeah.
Or
anywhere.
Or
yeah.
Or
But I'm just saying
stabbed with a
specific.
needle.
I'm just saying specifically there. That seems
Okay.
like one of the worst places.
Okay. Yeah. Probably.
So I've got a list of a few other people.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily going to read off everything they've done.
Okay.
But I want you to tell me if they're a good or bad boss based on historical context.
Okay.
General Stonewall Jackson.
What about him? I don't know.
Good or bad boss?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't really remember.
Are you not going to tell us anything about them? You're just going to give us their
You
name?
don't know who that is?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Was he like the leader? He was the leader of some army, was he not?
Yeah. So
I mean,
he
long
was
time ago.
he was a Confederate general.
Yes.
Already a terrible person.
I don't know anything about
so
what he
horrible
did, though,
boss.
to say whether he's a horrible boss or not.
He was just constantly leading his men into horrible battle plans and getting them murdered at an
Oh.
Okay.
incredibly high rate.
So awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. Most of these are military people. 'cause they're all
Great.
dumb.
So they're all horrible.
Yeah. Colonel Custer.
I don't know. What did he do?
What? Okay, now you are just disappointing me because this was supposed to have like a historical.
Do you
like,
know what
education.
Colonel Custard did?
Little Bighorn Dog. Like, he was the Colonel Custer's like last stand.
Right.
Where he
I
led
mean, I know
500 men.
I know who they are. I don't know anything about what they did.
I don't know.
He's
anything about
only
Colonel
famous
Custard.
because of what he did.
I know, but I don't know what.
Okay,
they,
well,
He just
I mean, I
assumed
know
that
the
he
name.
could go in and slaughter like thousands of Native Americans with 200 people.
Oh.
And led his
Yeah.
200 men and he was told by higher ups to not go through that pass and try anything until backup came.
Okay.
And he said, "No, I got this, dog." And Leroy Jenkins did and went in all 200 people from his brigade
Were killed.
immediately slaughtered.
Ugh,
Oh.
that's bad.
And I've watched like old like shows with like Indians and they like scalp people.
Yeah, that
I
was a thing.
Could not
That's
imagine.
a really bad thing.
Yeah.
And then
What about Connor? Do you have any bad bosses?
Yeah, is this what this segment's leading to?
Do you have any like memories of that you could give us that was a bad boss for you? Obviously not Chad Graves, Scott McDonald, or Mark Mabry, but
no, but they were going to be on the list as a test challenge.
oh, okay.
Which actually, let's go ahead and do that because Mark just texted me, so this will be funny.
Oh, okay.
How do y'all feel about Mark Mabry?
I think Mark's great.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Mark, did you hear that? Did you hear that? You hear the disingenuine voice they just made?
What?
You know
I
what?
do not have any problem with Mark.
You know what? I think it's time for another sit-down meeting. 3 hours.
Well, mine was 2.5 last night, so
Well,
I think
we're about to add another 30 minutes.
at my quota already. So
What about Chadwick Graves?
Chad's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody can complain about Big Mac.
No, Scott. Yeah. What,
Besides the fact that he drives a Tesla and sounds like he's part of a Joe Rogan episode now.
Scott drives a Tesla. When
Yeah.
did he get a Tesla?
During his midlife crisis, yeah.
So what are you saying for Mark? He drives a Tesla too.
He started the midlife crises here.
Earlier?
Actually, no,
Okay.
because Chad and Scott were both in a midlife crisis when they bought a radio station.
Gotcha. You know what? I think them buying the radio station was a great investment for our community, and I appreciate them so much.
That was the good investment. Hiring me,
That was the questionable
that
investment
was
for sure.
was a questionable investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you
But
do your
overall-
job, so that's good.
All this game was here to prove
Okay.
is sometimes your boss isn't that bad. He doesn't get you killed
Yeah.
or stab
Okay.
you in unmentionable places with a hypodermic needle or spike your coffee with Adderall and
That is
Viagra.
insane.
Which is funny, too,
that's
because I
good.
wonder if he took it from evidence, which would be super funny.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's like, he
You
just
got-
goes down to the office.
He sounds like the kind of guy who just have it on him, if we're
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah, yeah. With all the
With
other
his
stuff.
track record.
Yeah,
His poor wife.
yeah. Do you have any bad bosses? Anything any bosses ever done?
I mean, I've had quite a few like different like actual jobs, but
Yeah.
I think my worst boss was one I nannied for a family. They were not from here though.
Yeah.
And
Name
they're
drop. Name drop.
Yeah,
no way.
no.
They just had rules of like insane.
Okay.
Insane rules. And I won't say anything else. But
What
It's
about
just-
you, Connor?
yeah.
Honestly, most of my bosses have been pretty chill. I've had like some bad ones or ones that like I don't necessarily agree with the way they ran everything, but you're never going to find that with a boss anyway.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Nobody's ever going to agree 100% of the time.
Like when I was working construction, my
Oh.
immediate boss,
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
Sometimes problematic, but great.
Yeah.
The project manager,
Mm-hmm.
nice guy.
Okay.
That's as much as I can say about him. There'd be so many times where he'd try to go help. I'm like, hey, buddy,
Maybe don't.
let's you go sit over there.
You go be the
Just
project manager.
drive the truck
Super,
and
yeah.
supervise.
Yeah, supervise.
You want me to take you on a ride in the skid steer and we can go vroom vroom? Okay, buddy. Hop in.
All right, this isn't Sports Authority. We don't use those words.
You don't want a sponsor? Okay, that's fine.
Vroom, vroom. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, though, we are going to have some special guests with us, so everybody stick around. We'll be right back.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon. And I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I got. All I've got's this sunny.
your lawn. Their expertise. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, they're experts in making your yard look its best. From precise mowing and mulching to their custom weed spraying program, your lawn will stay beautiful and healthy. Their landscaping, shrub trimming, and overseeding give your yard the care it deserves. Let them bring your vision to life. Visit them at 129 Keel Drive, McMinnville, or call 931-815-5296. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality meets service. Visit McMinnvilleLawn.com today.
Hi, I'm Brian Covert from Viola's Pizza Company. In a small town like ours, we rely on each other. Businesses working together and neighbors supporting neighbors. That's why I'm proud to be a member of the McMinnville-Warren County Chamber of Commerce. They help remind people that we're here, serving up handcrafted pizzas while making our community stronger. At Viola's Pizza Company, we believe a rising tide lifts all boats and maybe a few pizzas too. Visit us in Viola or find us on Facebook. Thanks to the Chamber for helping us thrive.
It's auction time in Tennessee on Saturday, August 9th at 10 a.m. We'll be at 1315 Caney Branch Road in Morrison, selling the James T. Harrell Estate. This real estate includes a 2-bedroom brick home, an old farmhouse, and 18.42 acres being offered in 4 tracts. We will also sell antiques, collectibles, coins, pocket knives, furniture, appliances, and more. For more info, visit dmsimpson.com or give us a call at 473-LAND.
Make your car shine like new with a full auto detail from Reddick Brown Ford, now up to 50% off at mainstreetshopper.llc. And while you're at it, snag gift certificates to Cumberland Biscuit Company, Southern Traditions Gifts, and Old Oak Mercantile. Perfect for gifting or keeping. Local deals done right. Head to mainstreetshopper.llc today.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Need service for your Ford but short on time? Hi, I'm Service Manager Jordan Shank at Reddick Brown Ford, where we make it easy with complimentary pickup and delivery. Whether it's routine maintenance or repairs, we'll come to you, take care of your vehicle, and bring it right back, all without interrupting your day. Experience stress-free service from a name you trust. Schedule your appointment now at ReddickBrownFord.com. Reddick Brown Ford, where convenience meets quality care.
Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here today. And if you need to beat the heat this summer, Pioneer Lanes is the perfect night out for family and friends. Friday nights for date night, cosmic bowling on Saturday nights, and Sunday is family day. A full kitchen menu to help you take care of dinner, a large newly renovated and expanded arcade for the kids, the perfect place for birthday parties, church or group lock-ins, or team sporting events. Pro Shop is open for all of you competitive bowlers. They are located at 200 Hobson Street in McMinnville. We'll see you at the alley. Thank you, Pioneer Lanes, for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. And we have some special guests in with us today. So, Stephen Helton.
Howdy.
Huh? And Tim Hitchcock.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here today. So, appreciate it.
I need to send one thing to Chad Graves.
Okay. He's probably listening.
Yeah, that's good. Don't tow my truck. I've got 7 parking spots at the butcher sort of taken up, you know. I'm trying to multitask at this point.
Okay,
so if there's a semi parked at the butcher,
don't tow it.
Don't tow it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Chad, please.
I thought you were just delivering a big load to the butcher.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. We might have to get a cow wagon for that, I guess.
Yeah. Luckily, they're not open yet.
I looked at the sign because I want to be polite. They don't open till 10. Butchers at Main. So, you know.
And we aren't on air that long, so I think you're
so
probably
we
safe.
should be okay. Yeah. As long as Chad Pardon don't get me, you know. So he's up there right in the same building. So, anyways.
Yep. So I think you're probably safe.
Okay,
But,
that's good. That's good.
I bet they do appreciate you looking at the hours and just checking that and being mindful.
Yeah.
As somebody who owns a parking lot for tenants, and a lot of people aren't that conscientious, so I would say they probably appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
for doing
good.
that.
Well,
You don't mean somebody would actually park in a parking lot of a business that they're not doing business with.
Right. Oh, yeah. All the time.
Well, see, I thought I'd throw out some advertisement here, and so it makes it all great. So I'm sort of renting this spot, vicariously through y'all.
Exactly. No, even when you have signage up and people read said signs and then still walk away.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, speaking of signage,
Mhm.
like this interlude,
Okay.
we got signs all over the place about our tractor pull.
Okay.
And so this is the Viola Valley fire department tractor pull that
Okay.
we have. We normally have 2 a year.
Right.
One of them's for the community, one of them's for the actual fire department, and this one actually the money goes to the fire department.
Awesome. Okay.
And so of course we've got some great sponsors, and without the sponsors the event would not even be profitable or anything of
Absolutely.
that nature. So we got H&R Power Equipment and North American Crop Insurance, Al White, Coffee County Bank, Lawson Electric, and Smith Grain, and Helton Incorporated. All of those are our
Little
big
plug
sponsors.
there.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure that last one gets on there.
It's my dad's
I know.
business. It's not my business. It's my dad's
I
business. I look over that name a lot, but anyways, so without those guys, and there's a lot of lower end sponsors. We can't even go
Yeah.
through the list. I mean, we've probably got 20, 30 sponsors.
Right. But you really can't make these events happen without them.
Oh no. I mean, it like that's the profit.
Yeah.
That literally that's the profit. The gates, they normally pay for the sled because we have to rent the sled. The sled's coming out of, I think, Illinois or Kentucky or something like that this
Okay.
year. And it's $5,000-$6,000 to get the sled in. A lot of
wow.
times, yeah, it's expensive.
Okay.
And it depends on what sled it is. Sometimes it's $3,000,
Mhm.
and it depends on which sanctioned pull it is. And this one, I believe, is a Middle Tennessee Pullers Association pull.
Okay.
So it's a sanctioned event.
Mhm.
So all the pullers that come in, they get points for pulling and
Right.
however they place and stuff.
Okay.
So it brings in a lot of people. And man, you're talking about the pullers. They come from all over as well. They'll come out of Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia.
Mhm.
Of course, in Tennessee, we've got a lot of local guys that pull. But I mean, they come from all over.
Yeah.
To be in Viola, and
That's awesome.
yeah, and they love it. We have a really good track. The guys do a really good job
Mhm.
taking care of the track, and all of it's volunteers.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't volunteer a whole lot. I go down there and clean up the day of and stuff. There's people like Sam McCulloch and Trent Prater and Russell Claiborne that does the concessions. There's a group of guys and gals that just work their butt off
Yeah.
for this event. And for some reason or other, they want me to come talk. I guess I'm just good at running my mouth. I don't know. But yeah, use the talent you give.
Yeah.
So it's a great event. It's great fun.
Mhm.
The kids love it. There's going to be all kinds of food and vendors
Awesome.
and that come out. Of course, we'll have concession stands.
Yeah.
We do make our money off the concession stands as well. So come
Mhm.
with your family, come hungry. And the thing of it is, it's still an affordable event.
Right.
Like
So what's the entry fee and stuff?
okay, so I actually let's see here. I don't have the entry fee as
Okay.
far as like what it costs to
do it, to
participate. But if you want to contact Sam McCulloch,
Okay.
and that phone number is 931-224-6204. That's Sam McCulloch. He can help you with the puller questions and all of that stuff. But we will have sanctioned classes. I'm sorry, this is not a Middle Tennessee. This is a TPA sanctioned class of farm stock tractors, and then there is an MTP sanctioned classes of limited super stock, hot rod tractors, and then we get into the 4-wheel drive trucks and then the mini trucks.
Oh, mini.
You ever seen these mini trucks run?
I've seen mini trucks, especially on truck lots.
Not mini, not mini.
I'm sorry.
Not a M-A, a M-I.
I have not.
So they take these really small compact trucks like a S10 or something, put huge motors in them, and they're so fun to watch because they're all over the place. I mean, they're like, they're like literally that's what they sound like, and they'll literally go from like line to line, and I mean it's sort of almost out of control, on the verge of out of control, which is fun. Hey, why do you go to a NASCAR race? To watch the wrecks, know, and why do you go to a demolition derby? Watch the wrecks. Well, ultimately, you go to the tractor pull track to sort of see the excitement of something blows up or something.
Somebody's going to blow it.
Yeah, something's going to blow. This tractor's going to get a little wild. That's the excitement, get your heart going.
Yeah.
And so the mini trucks just really sort of amp that up exponentially. So, and I said we got the 4-wheel drive trucks. Now, they do have non-sanctioned classes. Now, this is where if you want to come out, you can literally bring your street gas truck, and it doesn't matter what year model. We've had people brand new trucks hook up to the sled.
Oh gosh!
How much does this sled weigh?
Depends on the class.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have an official answer to that, but they add weight.
Oh, depending on what it.
Yes. So depending on horsepower, depending on all that stuff, the driver of the sled can choose different gear ratios where the box actually sleds up. So do you even know anything about a tractor pull?
I have been to one tractor pull in my life.
All right. So there's a sled.
I understand the concept.
There's a sled, and inside the sled, there's a box. And as you go down this track, that box of weight comes up and applies more weight to the back end of the tractor or truck or whatever, and causing it harder to pull.
Okay.
So they have the ability to change the gears in the sled so that box comes up faster or slower.
Okay.
And so that will slow the trucks down, and then from there they can also add weight into the box so that more weight comes up. So that's sort of the concept, and so they play with that depending on which ones are pulling. And so like I said,
this is going to be a mixture of trucks and tractors.
Tractors, like literally you've got the non-sanctioned classes, street gas, street diesel, farm tractors under 8,000 pounds, which that basically means the tractor itself, because they'll add like a ton of weight to it. Tractors over 8,000 pounds, dual wheel, and then front end assist tractors. So like you'll see all kinds of just normal everyday, brought it straight from the field out there.
Yeah. I was about to say, Tim, you want to go do tractor pull this weekend?
Well, to be a tractor puller, you need to be mechanically minded. And the closest thing I am to mechanically minded is the fact that my head looks like a toolbox.
Well, not necessarily. There's mechanics out there that can tune your ride to do this. And I'm sure, you could take one of those tractors from your nursery out there, and if it happens to break, that H&R Power Equipment, a sponsor, would be glad to fix it for you.
Well, I know they would.
For a nice fee.
See, you like that plug there,
yeah.
See?
Would they fix it for free?
I doubt that.
Hey, Tim, why don't you ask Chad to sponsor your tractor?
Yeah, get Chad Graves to sponsor your
So
tractor.
if it breaks,
Mainstream Media just pays for it. Chad's got a tractor. Why don't we get Chad?
And Chad
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Chad
could go
always
live
breaks
from
out
Viola. And hey, you could have your show out there. It'd be a late night show because it starts at 6:00.
Oh,
and by the time we let Chad go, because we'd want to hold the crowd, it would be like probably midnight.
Yeah, definitely.
And we would want to hold the crowd.
Well, Raven doesn't go to bed till 2 a.m.
That is absolutely incorrect. Incorrect statement.
Falsehoods on this show. We can't be having
Absolutely not,
falsehoods.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We have to take a quick break. But before we do, we will come right back because we need to find out when the event is and everything. So don't.
We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll
Okay.
find. And then we're going to talk with Tim Hitchcock a little bit more as well.
Are we drawing?
We're going to do that in the next round if that's okay.
If we're gonna
I'm
draw,
nervous
can
about
I get
that.
a pen
Yeah.
and a piece of paper?
You don't have to.
Oh, that's a different kind of drawing.
All right. We'll take a break and be right back.
Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started doing the things you used to do. As I was motivating over the hill, I saw Maybelline in the
Warehouse Discount Grocery, serving McMinnville and Warren County with the best meats, freshest produce. Listen to these great specials. Daisy Sour Cream, 24 ounce, 2 for $7. Charter Reserve Roast Beef, $12.99 a pound. Father's Table Plain Cheesecake, 40 ounce, $12.99. Kentucky Gold Pickled Pimento Loaf, $5.99 a pound. And be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve, open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway. That's Warehouse Discount Groceries, or you know it as WDG.
Hello, this is Devonia King with NHC Home Care. We are celebrating 54 years of compassionate care. Yes, that's right. This July marks 54 years of NHC Home Care serving families with love, dedication, and excellence in home health care. Since 1971, we've grown together, we've supported one another, and made meaningful differences in the lives of those we serve. To our patients, families, caregivers, and to our community, thank you for trusting us for over 5 decades. We are proud to continue the journey with you. Here's to the next chapter of care, compassion, and commitment.
With the changing of the seasons, Middle Tennessee is a beautiful place to be. Now is the perfect time to purchase or remodel your home or to buy that boat, camper, or land you've been looking at. This is Matt Ritchie, loan officer at Security Federal, and I'm here to help make these dreams a reality. So whether you're ready to make a big purchase, invest for retirement, or just establish your credit, come see us at Security Federal. We are the local bank with smiling faces, always happy to help you. See why we are known as the friendliest bank in town. Security Federal, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
It's time to upgrade that new kitchen with Redmond's high-quality cabinets and countertops. Choose from a variety of styles and finishes to create the perfect look for your space. Their team of experts at Redmond's will work with you to design a functional and beautiful kitchen that meets your needs. Right next to Redmond's Carpet at 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900. That's Redmond's Kitchen Cabinets and Countertops.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Honor, I love this song.
Good tie-in there, Connor.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. We are sitting down with Stephen Helton and talking about the Viola Valley volunteer fire department tractor pull. Yes.
That's a mouthful.
I know, it is. A lot of V's there, too. Viola Valley Volunteer.
There you go.
And we also have Tim Hitchcock in with us, so we're going to catch up with here in a couple of minutes as well. And we've got some burning questions in a bowl that we'll get to in just a minute. But you need to tell everybody when the tractor pull is.
Before we get on a sidebar, let's get this out of the way here. The 19th, Saturday, July the 19th is when we're going to be having the pull. Okay. Of course, it's in Viola.
So a week from Saturday. Or Friday. Did you say Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Week from Saturday. Okay.
6 p.m. And again, we were talking about it being an affordable event. Adults are 15, children are 5. That's 6 years old till 12. Is $5. Anything over that's $15. And then if they're under 5 years old, they're free.
Cool. Okay.
So if you got a lot of the little ones, it's a good event.
And you said there's going to be concessions because food is always important.
Yeah, absolutely. Come hungry. Okay. Support the local food vendors and stuff. And then do recommend if you got small children or anything, earmuffs. It does get loud.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that they're protected their ears and stuff because it just becomes a little bit more enjoyable for the children if they've got like the earmuffs because they don't have to worry about the loud ringing or anything. But
I go for the food.
Yeah.
I don't get to go this year, but I've gone in years before,
and
I go to eat.
Yeah.
Ben goes to watch
It's a
And
good
I
date
get-
night.
I get
and there's some good people watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's some
And I do
good
love
people
that.
watching, so it ain't just necessarily the show. It's also the show within the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Tractor pulls bring out a special type of person a lot of
wide
times.
spectrum. We have a wide spectrum of individuals that come.
It's just a smaller
It's,
fair.
it's almost like the
Yeah,
one
it's
county
smaller
fair.
fair.
We'll come back and talk about that in another month or so.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh yes.
But
okay.
but no, it's a great community event.
Yeah, and like you said, it goes to support the fire department.
It does. The money that we raise goes to support the fire departments. We buy gear, we buy trucks, we service our trucks, we pay for insurance. I mean, there's just a number of different things that we do and is required. And you don't think about just how much it costs to outfit one firefighter.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think, well, it's a volunteer fire department. They're not getting paid anything.
Yeah.
But the expenses
The equipment and
of
everything.
equipment alone.
And training too. I mean, y'all have to have training.
Well,
and
and we do a lot of the training on our own dime, but it's going. The most expensive part is just outfitting. And the thing of it is the equipment has expiration dates. So like your gear, you buy a brand new suit, it'll only last for like 10 years, and then you got to replace it.
Yeah.
It just it gets expensive.
While we're on this, I've actually got 2 grandsons up in Franklin, Tennessee, and they have worked a thing with the schools so that you can become a firefighter the day you graduate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're both, I think, juniors this year, but they're actually doing training all this week. They've graduated from the course that's integrated into the Williamson County school system.
That's cool.
That's
and,
awesome.
At the graduation, there were several young men.
And that's a great segue into like our community. The Warren County. I mean, we have a great, awesome support group of our local volunteer fire departments. But you have to have X number of hours of training that you are required. And again, as a volunteer, you got to go in for like 48 hours and do all this training and have these certificates before you can volunteer.
Yeah.
And let's keep in mind what the volunteers of our local fire departments, not only Viola, I mean, we got Centertown, all these guys. I mean, literally, they wake up all hours of the day and night. They leave their jobs. They leave family functions. They leave, fun events to go.
And help in a crisis.
Help in a crisis, and they see some really rough stuff. They help in some really, really tough situations.
Yeah.
Death of people, car crashes, and they don't only just go to car crashes and fires. They go to medical emergencies.
Right.
They go, if all of a sudden there's a traffic situation, and they can get called to that.
Right.
Lift assist. We get paged out for lift assist. So EMS gets called to a house and they need help getting somebody out of the house. They call the fire department. The fire department go help get that individual out of the house. Just for a medical situation. So there's a lot of scenarios that the fire departments do.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the support of all of our sponsors. We appreciate everybody that comes out to the fire departments. We appreciate all of this stuff. This is our largest fundraiser that we do. It really helps us just keep things going. I mean, whenever you look at buying a fire truck itself, of course we try to buy them off grants and things, but I mean you're looking at
crazy.
$250,000, $500,000 fire truck.
Yeah.
And things are really getting exponentially, more expensive and more expensive. So, we raised $20,000 for, a fundraiser. Well, that's not even a down payment on, not even down payment on a new truck.
Buy tires.
Yeah, exactly. And so, it's a costly thing, even though that we're doing it for free.
Yeah.
And we want good equipment. And the good thing is a lot of the local fire departments have good equipment. We've got some really good equipment in Viola. We're fortunate. Could we use some more equipment? Absolutely. Because, when your house is on fire or whenever we're responding to an emergency, you want the best coming to you.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, my house is on fire.
Yeah.
I want the best fire truck. You would really hate to know that, oh, wait, this fire truck broke down on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's happened. And it's still happening in some of the local communities. Hey, you go to the station and the truck won't crank.
Right.
I mean, literally, it's happened to me. And we, continually upgrading our equipment, and that's what it's doing. There's some fire trucks in Warren County that are probably over 30 years old.
Yeah.
That's still going, and they're dependable. But I mean, hey, it takes a lot to keep a 30-year-old truck up.
I feel like that. I'm over 30 years old. It takes a lot to keep me. I'm still going, but it takes a lot to keep me up.
Yeah. And so, but anyways, I mean, we're thankful for all of our sponsors. We're thankful for the people that come out. It's a great fun event. Family event. Some good entertainment, some good people watching.
Yep.
There'll be some exciting stuff. They got the mini tractors or mini trucks that come down through there. And
how many minis?
How many are the minis?
How many minis?
How many minis?
How many minis?
I'm not sure how many minis.
A plethora of minis?
A plethora of minis, I'm
Okay.
sure. From all over.
How many times can you say that fast?
I'm not even going to try to get tongue-tied here. So I'm not even going to try to get tongue-tied on air.
Well, we appreciate you coming in today, and I know that you have to go deal with a parking situation.
Yeah, well,
So do
hey,
wanna-
the for some reason or other, the public defender wants me out of his parking spot.
Well, the public defender does an employee at the public defender's.
Well, more than likely,
Yes.
the message has been relayed.
okay.
I don't know. Does it work like here? Does stuff roll downhill?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's probably rolled downhill, and
Probably,
we
yeah.
probably need to do that. Now, are we supposed to answer a question?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and draw one, and I'll let you answer one before you go. So we'll do you.
Do I get to pick one? Do I get to pick it?
You just got to draw, and whatever you get, you get. And you got to read it on air.
This is deep. What's a piece of your past you keep quiet but think about often?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Mark really came in with the
Zinger.
the
I didn't know that one was
Okay,
in
hey,
there.
give me the dirt, right? Okay. So
What you got?
I think about this often. So I'm a county commissioner,
Yes.
right? I serve in county corrections partnership. That's the jail oversight committee. So pre being elected, I'd drive by the jail and I'd look at the jail and I'd say, that's where we house bad people. And as I've gotten involved, and I'm Jackie Matheny, I work with him and stuff. I've learned that's not where we put bad people. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some bad people in there.
Yeah.
That's where we put people that's made bad decisions. Myself, my bad decision. 16 years old. Watched way too much Smokey and the Bandit. Dukes of Hazzard and all that stuff. Those were my shows, right? And at 16 years old, actually right out here off Frank Clemens Bridge, I was going home one night past curfew, and I didn't want to get caught. There was a cop coming this way, and if I just drove the speed limit, I'd have
Been fine.
been fine. But I was past curfew. I had to get home. And so I was speeding, and of course they go to turn around, and so I'm Smokey and the Bandit up, I take
my
off.
gosh.
And we ended up getting I think 6, 7, 8 tickets that night. I got reckless driving,
Evading arrest.
70 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Endangerment.
What?
Passing on
And that
double
speed
yellow
limit
line.
is like 35.
Yeah. I was doing 110.
Y'all.
Running a red light. I finally, something come over me, whatever. And so it started at the co-op, and I stopped in front of the high school, and so I got arrested. I got luckily, they took me to the jail, and
That's where they put bad people, right?
Yeah.
where they put bad people. And my uncle had to come get me because my parents wasn't even home, and there was nobody even home to catch me on the curfew. So again, I go back to it's where people, circling the whole thing back is we make bad decisions, and it results in, I wasn't a bad kid.
Yeah.
But I made a bad decision.
Yeah.
And the truth of it is
7 bad decisions.
sometimes they compound. But my point being is is there's some really good people in the jail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing all kinds of programs and
Mhm.
stuff in the jail. And the truth of it is some people just get caught up. Some people don't have the support group.
Right.
You know, some people don't have that to sort of guide them. You know, I made this one bad decision, and then it turns into another bad decision,
Right.
another bad decision.
And you had the support group.
I did.
Yeah.
You're exactly
But
right.
still made the mistake.
And you know, I had two awesome, amazing parents
Mhm.
that was very mad at me,
Oh.
and you know, they both went to court with me.
Yeah.
And I had to stand in front of Judge Ross at the time, and you know, he gave me 70 hours community service, an hour for every speed mile an hour I was over the speed limit. It took me a week and a half to work 70 hours.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Community service. But my parents, you know, pushed me to, they're like, every time you can do community service, you're doing community service.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 70 hours this week.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
going to do it.
Yeah.
And you're going to finish that. And so I can remember going back to Judge Ross's office and being like, you know, hey, I've got my hours done. He's like, there's no way that you have those hours done. And he asked me, he goes, how did you do that? And I said, when they were open, I went.
Yeah.
But I had that support group. I had my dad at the time, you know, he took me to and picked me up every day, you know. And so it was a 12-hour shift, and I worked 12-hour shifts until it was done.
Okay.
And
Wow.
so yeah, I hammered it out in a week and a half. But I had that support group, and so the people at the jail, that's what we're doing, because there's so many people, kids and adult, that don't have support groups. But we're doing it through the jail ministries. We're doing it through the programs that we're doing. We're trying to just give them a step up, so the ones that's made bad decisions, whenever they get out, they're not making another bad decision,
Right.
Because they're in the system.
Yeah.
We're showing them that there's other things to do. So
Yeah.
that myself
Hey, what?
is the piece of past that I would like to keep quiet that is now completely public.
It might be,
but I
it might
often
be clipped on Facebook. So.
think about often, and I'm fine with that because it's a story that
people will learn from.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, we just got to know that we've got to sometimes give people a second chance, and we've got to give them a support group. And you know, a great thing,
Because we read stories every day on the news from the Main Street Journal about lots of bad decisions.
Bad decision.
And-
It's not. I mean, you went to school with these people.
Yep.
You know, or these like the people in the jail in Warren County.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a few bad dudes there.
Yeah.
But most of the bad dudes get shipped out. You know, because they're a state inmate. The ones that are in Warren County for the most part are the ones that's just made bad decisions and they need help.
Mhm.
And a cool story that just broke Warren County Sheriff's Department, if you look at it, is that they baptized like 50-something people last week.
Right.
Wow.
Last week in jail. The jail population is 228, I think.
Oh, wow. And 50.
And 50, so like 20, I'm not a mathematician.
Somewhere around
Sorry,
20%.
Marla Cantrell. But like 20-something%
Yeah.
of the jail population was baptized.
Wow.
So hopefully,
yeah.
let's just say that 10% of that 20% that it sticks, 5% sticks,
Yeah.
and they come out, then, you know, they have a church group to go to, or they have something. That's a support group.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, it's all about helping the community, and it's all about trying to just lift up somebody, you know. In the good book, it says, hey, go after the one lost sheep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what a lot
Right.
of these ministries they're doing in the jails. They're going after that lost sheep. And it seems to be working, and Jackie's doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
And the truth of it is with a bad decision, you know, I could have been a lost sheep out there.
Yeah.
And needing somebody to help me out. Luckily, I had a family that helped me out
Right.
and set me somewhat straight, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
I want to hear his question.
Okay, so he's going to say it before break, but I did want to thank you for coming in and reminding everybody the tractor pull is on the 19th.
Hang on, I gotta look.
I think you said the 19th. It's a week from Saturday.
19th, right? Correct.
Viola Valley Tractor Pull.
Yep.
Okay.
6 p.m. Come out.
All right.
Have fun.
And before we go to break, we'll let Tim read his,
Yeah,
and
let's
then we'll
read your
come
question.
back and you can.
Okay. What's something about your childhood here that still shapes how you move through the world?
Okay, there we go.
Broke my ankle. I'm still limping.
So with that, we will be right back with more Town Talk.
lunch lineup, $10 favorites, and online ordering now live, the Local on Morford is making lunch faster, fresher, and more delicious than ever. And our full menu, it's still available every day, all day. Open 7 days a week because you deserve great food, even on a Monday. The Local on Morford, located at 208 East Morford Street in historic downtown McMinnville. When you join Durham School Services, you'll embark on a rewarding journey, developing connections with students as part of a community that feels like family. You'll have flexible hours, competitive pay, and a career that has a positive impact on the well-being and future of students. Durham School Services has immediate opportunities for school bus drivers. Want more information? Text JOBS to 63552 or visit careers.nellc.com. It's all about the journey, theirs and yours.
Are you looking for a new vehicle? Come see us today at Auto World on Manchester Highway for a selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Mike Breedlove can help you find the right vehicle at the right price. We have quick and easy, guaranteed financing to make your car buying process simple. You buy your car here, pay your bills right here in the office with our friendly staff. We are open 6 days a week. Call Auto World 815-8820 and let Mike help you find the vehicle you've been looking for.
The Business Network Connection is inviting you to join us Wednesday, July 30th at 11:30 at Big Tony's Pizza in Cookeville as we collect school supplies for students and teachers in our area. Just drop off those school supplies and join us for lunch and learn how the BNC can help grow your business, and you'll be entered to win a 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. You find us on Facebook at Business Network Connection, and we'll see you July 30th at Big Tony's Pizza in Cookeville. The BNC, where business connects.
Let's support our firefighters. Don't miss the Viola Fire Department Truck and Tractor Pull fundraiser. Saturday, July 19th at 6 p.m. 10301 Viola Road. Adults $15, kids $5, under 5 free. Big engines, big fun.
Tennessee summers are the best, grilling, chilling, and streaming. Nobody offers synchronous multi-gig fiber internet speed and the ability to expand your Wi-Fi coverage area like Ben Lomond Connect. Plus, BLC is offering our customers a chance to win a free $300 value Weber grill or one of 9 free internet monthly bill credits. All you have to do is send a picture of your family grilling, chilling, and streaming to marketing at benlomond.org along with your name, address, and phone number by August 31st. Not a customer? Don't delay and call your local BLC office today. Some exclusions.
Come by Coffee Bank and Trust today and start earning better interest and better cash back on your primary checking account. Pair it with our Better Together Saver account and maximize your earnings. If you want better rates and better returns on your money, stop by and see us today at Coffee Bank and Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank, member FDIC.
Well, my good friend said I had too much stress in my life. He said I got just the cure for you.
Good morning. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here with us today. And we do need to say a big thank you to one of our local sponsors, Superama Foods, located at 313 West Morford Street in historic downtown McMinnville. They are open daily, have some great deals. You can always head on over to their website, mcminnville.tegansfoodstores.com, where they post their weekly ad every single week, and you can see all of the cool deals that they have going on. They also have an app where you can download coupons and get all of those specials. So thank you to Superama Foods, located next to Security Federal in downtown McMinnville, for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. We sure do appreciate them. And before the break there, we have Mr. Tim Hitchcock with us this morning, and he pulled a question out of the fishbowl. You want to repeat your question?
I will repeat the question. What's something about your childhood here that still shapes how you move through the world?
Okay.
Okay.
What you got for us?
Summer between 3rd and 4th grade, or 4th and 5th grade, probably 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
I had an older cousin that was spending the summer with us. We lived out Midway. We had built a new house, and the old house we'd moved over into the woods. My father had somebody come pick it up, move it, and we used it for grain storage and hay storage. We built a silo around it. It was jacked up off the ground, probably about 4.5, 5 feet.
Okay.
And we're boys playing in the summer, playing in the woods, fishing in the ponds. And my cousin, who shall remain nameless,
Anybody knows his cousin and you want to call him out, you're welcome to.
He said, you don't live in this old house anymore. Let's break the windows.
Oh, no.
And I knew I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But he was older, and I went along with it. And this is an old house where you had the window that raised up. You had 3 panes on top that didn't move. I mean, 9 panes, 3 rows of 3. And then the window that raised up, which had another 3 rows of 3. So you had 18 window panes on each window.
My historical heart is literally breaking right now.
We broke probably over 100 windows. Yeah, easily over 100 windows. And the thing about it was, we broke them, most of them, from the outside, so that the broken glass
Was all inside.
fell into the grain, into the wheat, into the corn, into the hay.
Oh, no, oh, no.
And the whole time I was doing it, I knew this is really stupid. You shouldn't
That
be
is
doing
really
this.
stupid. Did you get in so much trouble?
That doesn't begin.
Oh, no.
That doesn't begin. And this is in the 60s, 1960s, not 1860s. But we went back to the house, and I looked across out the picture window, and I could see my dad coming across the field on the tractor.
Oh, gosh.
And he is driving so fast. Tractors have ballast in the tires. He was driving so fast that the ballast solution had gotten on, and he's bouncing.
Oh, gosh.
And so I went and hid in the basement, which is stupid.
Yeah, they're not going to find you down there.
Yeah. And he took me out, and he had cut a limb. Today, he would be put in jail for this.
Yeah. You got a switch.
But, no, it wasn't a switch. It was a
limb.
It was a limb. And he didn't cut the little limbs off. He broke them off. So they're big old knobs on this thing.
Oh, my gosh.
And he took me in the backyard, and he held me up off of the ground.
About your baby.
And it was in the summer. All I had on was a pair of, cut off jeans.
Yeah.
And my sisters are both watching and crying and screaming. And I had whelps from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. My mother happened to come home and got him to stop because he had lost it.
Yeah.
I mean, when the glass fell into the hay and the
grain.
See,
yeah,
I promise you right there, it rains on the hay and it's like the world's ending.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine.
Yeah, glass shards because you can't get that stuff out.
Yeah.
Like it's.
So anyway, she got him to stop, and me and my cousin had to go pick up the glass that we could, and I laid in bed for about 4 or 5 days, on my stomach because I couldn't lay on my back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
But I deserved it.
Yeah.
I deserved it.
Yeah.
I have never had any bad feelings towards my dad because of that.
Yeah.
He felt bad about it.
Yeah.
And I felt bad that he felt bad. But I learned then not to let peer pressure influence my decisions.
Yes.
Right.
I knew better.
And you still did it,
But I still
But
did
you
it.
learned from it.
I learned from it.
Yeah.
And to this day, I always, I do not let peer pressure influence my decisions.
No.
Wow. You know what I thought of when he started with that?
What?
We Are Liars.
Yes.
The
show. That's exactly what I thought about too.
There's a show that Abby and I have both watched, and there's a situation similar to that.
They don't just break the glass, they actually burn the house down.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And so
Ouch.
at least you made it out alive.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
If we had burned it down, I would not be here.
You would not be alive. It would have been right then and there.
Okay, is the house still standing?
The house is still standing.
Where's it at?
It's out Midway.
Okay.
Terry, I think I had Terry Bell in on my show, Hey Hitchcock, and I believe he or his son own the property where the house is.
Are the windows still broken in it?
Oh, I think they were boarded up. Nobody ever replaced them.
I'm gonna have to go find this house. I'm gonna have to drive by it and see.
She loves it.
I want to see what it looks like.
You've got to drive through a field and it's back in the woods.
Okay.
But I actually asked Terry if I could take my kids out there sometime and grandkids when they're in town because they've all heard this story.
Oh,
Every family reunion. Hey, Tim, tell us about breaking them. Oh, they used to call window lights. Tell us about breaking the window lights.
You know, and I know after your dad did that, he probably did feel bad because he was mad at the time. But, like, you're like, man, I guess the whooping could have been worse because I know the extent.
Yeah, my dad died at 98.
Wow.
And there were times, especially after my mother passed away, and I'd go over and fix breakfast for him every morning.
Yeah.
And spend time together. And probably once every 2 or 3 months, he would apologize for it.
And then you'd have to be like, well, I'm sorry, too. You know, I didn't.
Like I say, I feel bad that he felt so
bad.
bad.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got to take another quick break. That was a great one, Tim, though. Thank you for drawing out of the fishbowl. We appreciate your story.
Do we put these back in?
No, nope.
Okay.
Once we get questions, they go away. So I'll throw them away in a minute.
Okay.
But we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Tim Hitchcock for a little bit more Town Talk. Stick with us.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension Care Teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Where can you go to spend some quality up close and personal time alone with Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, or Will Smith? None other than 3 Star Cinema. Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing How to Train Your Dragon rated PG. Jurassic World Rebirth rated PG-13. Megan 2.0 rated PG-13. F1 the Movie rated PG-13. Elio rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best Nursing Home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
WBMC and translator W249DQ McMinnville. WBMC.
I was traveling down that lonesome road. These past decades, the highway's been my home. Stopped in there.
Good morning. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here today. And we do need to say a special thank you to Pure Wealth Partners for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. Whether your goal is retirement, planning for a loved one's college, preparing in case something happens to you, or simply saving for a rainy day, we have the tools and resources to make your goals happen. As small business owners and longtime financial professionals, we know and appreciate what it takes to plan for and thrive when life in the market puts speed bumps in your path. We aim to provide better ways to deal with surprises as they arise and how to stay the course even when it seems difficult. You can call Pure Wealth Partners at 931-507-7873, your local partners in financial success, located at 1511 Sparta Street in the historic Magnus home. Thank you, Pure Wealth Partners, for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. And thank you to our special guest today, Mr. Tim Hitchcock, for being with us. We had Stephen Helton on a little bit earlier talking about the Viola Valley tractor pull that's coming up. And then we just got a great story from Tim Hitchcock. So,
Well, it has memories.
Yeah.
brings back lots of memories.
Well, and somewhere where you tell a lot of great stories is your show, Hey, Hey, Hitchcock, that airs every Tuesday.
We have so much fun on that.
Yes.
You know, it started out, my tagline was, we'll talk about agriculture, we'll talk about horticulture, we'll talk about aquaculture and floriculture, but that's as close as you're getting me to any kind of culture. But it's just, it has been fun. It's been informative for a lot of people. I've had people from the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, from the Extension Service.
You've had the banker, the farm credit.
I've had
farmers themselves.
Trent Morton from Morton's Horticultural Products. And so many things in agriculture are all intertwined. You cannot farm unless you've got a good lending institution.
Right.
You cannot do nursery unless you've got somebody that you can get your nursery supplies for. I had Sarah Long, a physician's assistant.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can't farm unless you've got a doctor, somebody that can stitch you up.
Or you have a tractor fall on you or something.
All of that's going to happen, and we have had a lot of fun with it. I've got this coming week. I've got Barron Creek Beef Jerky.
Yes.
They're going to be on the show, and after that, Caney Fork Electric, and after that, the Butcher on Main.
Nice.
And, we've got a lot of.
You got a great lineup coming up.
Got a great lineup, and again, so many of these they're just all intertwined. We all have to work together, and I was excited to hear. Steve Helton this morning talking, we all need the volunteer fire department.
That we do.
That's a big, important part of the community.
I always encourage everybody, pay your dues to your volunteer fire departments because they desperately need the help.
Yes. And, there's so many people that have moved in to this area from
everywhere.
California, Iowa, Michigan, that buy a few acres and they want to start a little. I had the folks from Homestead Lavender Farms.
Yep.
They moved here from they've been all over California, Texas, all over, but now they've got a lavender farm out at Morrison. I had them 2 weeks ago.
Cool. Okay.
But it's just it's a lot of fun.
It's funny to me when a lot of people move in, and maybe they aren't a farmer necessarily, but families, because I've heard people and they're looking for. Oh, we want a house with 20 acres on it, and they've lived in a suburb, and
and I'm like, you got to mow that.
Yeah, do you have a bush hog?
You got to take care of that.
Do you know what that really means?
We had a doctor that moved in that went to my church, and they were renting. They were looking for a place, and they had like 6 kids, and the oldest one was like maybe in junior high or about to become in junior high. And they found this beautiful place out Viola, almost on the Grundy County line. Beautiful house, acreage, and everything. And they were, wanting to get that. And I was talking to them, now you realize that when your oldest child hits high school, you're going to be driving to the high school every day.
Yes.
Multiple times every day. I forgot my book.
Yes.
I forgot, I need something
or the
for
sports game or whatever.
Yeah. And luckily they talked it over and wound up buying a house just
closer.
outside the city limits. And they told me everything. They said, man, thank you so much. For
that.
Now, if they were retired,
Yeah.
Beautiful place, perfect for them. But, we live out east side, and when our first daughter, our oldest child, got ready for high school, we bought a house in Hickory Hills.
Oh, yeah.
We knew that was going to be.
Yeah, I would drive 25 minutes to the high school every day because I was out.
Yeah.
I was out real far in Dibble.
Yeah.
So
we lived during high school. We lived in town, so we were in Westwood. So
yeah,
that
it was
too bad.
It was a big deal if I forgot something.
Oh yeah.
I forgot my shin guards, and I never forgot my shin guards again for soccer. Yeah, I was like, okay, I understand now.
One time when I was just forgetting, I was going to school at Dibble in the 5th grade, and I missed the bus.
Oh.
And I had to walk. It was like 12 miles over to Midway. Had to go all the way down Smithville Highway, down Green Hill Road. It was like 12 miles.
Oh, my gosh.
I had walked about half of that distance when a guy, Samuel Green, he was a senior at Dibble, and he had the hottest 57 Chevy you've ever seen. Convertible. And he stopped and picked me up and gave me a ride and took me home. And after that, he would speak to me in the hall at Dibble.
How nice of him.
And that increased my status exponentially.
You were like, I should have forgot should have missed the bus a long time ago.
All right. Well, we have got to wrap up for the day. Tim, thank you for being here with us today. And everybody needs to tune in to Hey Hey Hitchcock on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock, and then it replays on Thursdays at 5 o'clock.
And it's also on Facebook and on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So we would love to have you watch. And if you got suggestions for my show, give me a call.
Yeah, it's a really interesting show. I watch it regularly or listen to it on my drive home, and I always really enjoy your guests. So
thank you very much.
I think everybody should tune in to Hey Hey Hitchcock. So. But thank you for being here with us on Town Talk today. We are going to wrap up, but we will be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with a brand new show. We'll see you then.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon. And I can't sail my